Hi everyone, it's Tasleem and I am in my new place. Oh my God, I am so excited and I'm so grateful. It's more than I even imagined. I'm gonna just start with a few little things. First of all, I hope that the painting behind me gives you an idea of like the tranquil serenity flow that I was looking for that is in this place. Like this really represents the rest of the little studio apartment. It's so heavenly. And I was talking in my last video about Heaven's Mini Mart, how there was a little grocery store across the street from the place that I used to live in that was called Heaven's Mini Mart. And it's like I wanted to take that idea with me wherever I go. I wanted to have a Heaven's Mini Mart in my new area that I was nervous and excited about. And I really feel like it's been taken for me. It showed up for me. Like I have a Heaven's Mini Mart in my space, in my surroundings now. And I realized that Heaven's Mini Mart is not a place, it's a feeling. It's a outlook, it's synchronicities, it's energy, it's flow, it's alignment. And all of that is coming together so much. In the last couple of days before I left my last place, I had cleaning up to do, I had things to get rid of. I had told you I got rid of most of my clothes, but I still wanted to get organized. And because it's hard for me to even carry like one bag or walk a bit, little things that are nothing for someone else actually are very stressful for me. So I had gone to see a band the day before I moved in the area that I was in, and I'm so glad I went. I thought this is ridiculous. Why am I doing this? But I am so glad I went. The vocalist is amazing and she recognized me and I had a blast there and I kept that energy with me and I really was like, this is Heaven's Mini Mart energy. Like I'm just getting all the heavenly vibes, if you could call it that. And I carried it with me, and the things that would normally maybe stress me out or whatever changed very quickly for me. I was hungry. I was not wanting to like cook more at the old place because I had cleaned the stove and all that. So I was trying to get food but still get things done. And I was missing buses. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just taking too much time to get this done. And then when I try to get back home, the bus has gone. So I went into a Tim Hortons. I think you guys in the US and some other places might not have it, but in Canada we have Tim Hortons and you can get donuts, coffee, sandwiches, like quick things there. And I went in to get a couple of wraps and um, I don't like extra sauce and anything in my wraps, partly for health reasons, partly I just like things a little bit more simple. And so I asked for lettuce, cucumbers, and chicken. And the woman said, we don't even have cucumbers. So I was like, okay. She said, but I'll give you lots of extra chicken. So I was like, okay, great. I'm waiting. Look across the street. Another of my bus has gone. And I'm like freaking out now because by the time I actually get home, I'm going to be exhausted. And I didn't know how I was going to get things done. But then I just changed my frame of mind. I was like, no, this is not Heaven's Mini Mart kind of thinking. This is scarcity mindset, and I want abundance, and I want like the universe is working for me, not against me kind of mindset. So I was like, I'm supposed to be here for some reason. So I just waited, and the woman gave me so much chicken. I was so grateful. It actually could last me for the next day. when I would be leaving and hungry and have nothing left in the fridge. And there was a guy at the front of the Tim Hortons who kept opening the door for people. And he didn't work there. He was not just, but he was a street person wanting to get some extra money or food or something. So as I'm thinking abundance instead of stress, I'm like, okay, I missed my bus, but this guy is looking for something. So I opened the door and I said to him, I went outside and I said, "What can I get you, sir? What drink would you like?" And he knew right away. He was like, uh, vanilla, something, something tall. And I was like, okay. So I tell the woman, she gets it for me. I give it to the guy. He's super happy. I get my overloaded wraps with chicken in them. I save one for later, eat one in that moment. I know that I'm going to miss another bus because I can't get across the street fast enough. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm supposed to be here maybe to give this guy a drink, maybe to get some extra chicken. Who knows? I go across the street finally, and I'm waiting for my bus, and I see this girl and this guy. The girl is anywhere from like 9 to 15 or 16 years old. I have no idea. She has some sort of learning difficulty, and I recognized her. And I recognized her from a handy dart trip before, and also because she had this plush little stuffy toy attached to her backpack. And I said, "Are you an artist?" And her face lit up, and she said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Yeah, she's a really great artist." And then he goes to the same art school that she does. And I remember this girl because she has difficulty talking, but her energy is like heavenly. It's like she just oozes friendliness and good vibes all around. And I remember she told me her name at the time that I first met her, and I looked up the school that the handy dart had dropped her off at, and her picture is right on there, and she's like celebrated as one of the great artists of that school. And I was blown away by it. So I remember this girl, and we get on the bus, and she motions that she wants me to sit next to her. And so I was like, okay, I can sit next to you. And it was crazy because she wasn't really using words. Like, she was trying to speak, but the words were broken. But just from her gesturing and energy, I could feel what she wanted from me. I told her, and I told the guy she was with, that I recognized her because of that day and because of the plush toy. And then she showed me a necklace that she had made, and it had all these like emoji kind of pieces on it, like a watermelon and smiley face and animal, like kittens and different things on it. And she had made it, and it was beautiful. It had all these colors on it. I should actually wear it. I'll wear it next time. And I said, "Wow, you made this?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, it's amazing. And so I give it back to her, and she goes, "No, I want you to have it." And I said, "No, you made it. You should keep it." And she goes, "No, I want you to have it. I have lots of them. I make them all the time." So, I mean, I understood all of that from the way she was gesturing. And I was like, "Thank you so much." And as I'm leaving the bus, like I'm walking away, and I see her looking back at me and waving, and it made it so worth it. And the bus had just dropped me not far from Heaven's Mini Mart. And I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to take with me to my new place. It's an energy, it's an outlook, it's abundance mindset. It's looking out for other people because I know that the universe is looking out for me, and everything is connected. Like, it's not just me alone. And I just knew everything was going to work out. And when the woman who owns the place that I was in previously showed up after her travels, she was really impressed about the way that I cleaned up her place. I had told her I broke 2 little mini bowls of hers, but I bought her some really nice new ones, and she was like, "Oh my God, the new ones are so beautiful." And I was like, "Thanks. Yeah, I wanted to get you something nice to replace them." And she said, "I really appreciate the way that you were always so on top of things when I emailed you or needed you to open my mail or whatever. I just knew that you would be there for me, and that made such a difference." And then the damage deposit was supposed to come back to me, and I wanted it. I was hoping to get it that day so I could use it towards my new place. And she said she could e-transfer it to me. So I was at her place. She's e-transferring it to me. And for some reason, the e-transfer wasn't going through. And normally e-transfer goes through right away for me. And so we waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, still wasn't going through. My handy dart was going to come and pick me up to drop me to my new place, and it's further away. I got a little nervous because I wanted to make it all work out in that moment. And this woman said, "Why don't I write you a check?" And I said, "But you just sent me an e-transfer." And I said, "I don't want you to have to end up having 2 different transactions that you're sending me." And she said, "No, I'll write you a handwritten check, and you take it with you. If the e-transfer doesn't go through, you use the check, and when or if it does go through, you can send me back the money. And if it doesn't go through, now you have a check." And I was so amazed that she trusted that. She not only sent me an e-transfer, but she also gave me a handwritten check. And I was like, "No, this is so sweet of you, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna wait a little longer. My handy dart is coming in a few minutes, but I'm hoping that the e-transfer will go through." And luckily, everything works out. The handy dart arrived late, and in the time that it arrived late, the e-transfer went through and I gave back the check. But the whole point of it is that the trust was heaven sent. Like, she trusted me to give me twice as much money in case the first e-transfer didn't go through, and trusted that I would give her back that money. I was trusting that everything was going to work out in right timing, especially with the girl that gave me the necklace, and then going to Tim Hortons, getting my sandwiches, like everything working out. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, this is all going to work out so well. And it has. And I'm finding all these magical, heavenly sent things in the apartment that I'm in because it's fully furnished. Even with, like, she has given me a hair dryer, and she's given me, I think I mentioned she bought me a new kettle. She wasn't a tea person, but she had a coffee maker here and learned that I like tea. She got me that. There's all these little trinkety, like statue like things that she has, cleaning supplies, an amazing TV. I haven't had a TV for so many years, but so many, like, serenity, tranquil. Like, this is really going to be my sanctuary, and I'm so excited to be here.